record. There we go. Okay. Welcome to NGW Shockwave. And we're 24 hours removed from Battlefield Japan. Battlefield Japan. We had one hell of a show. We had some things go down that we didn't expect. We have no idea what's happening in NGW. There are questions that need to be answered, and hopefully we get those answers tonight. So as I'm talking, this theme song hits. And Disrespected No More, they come out on stage. And it's Drew McIntyre. It's Tyler Bate. It's Jeff Hardy. And it's the NGW television champion, Cedric Alexander. And they're dressed to the nines. They got on fresh-ass looking suits. They got on fresh-ass sunglasses. They got on clean wristwatches. I mean, they're decked out because they're with Ted DiBiase now. They get in the ring. They're looking clean. They basically look like the Four Horsemen, how they're dressed. They just look like they're the elite of the elite. And Ted DiBiase starts speaking, and it's a Ted DiBiase promo. And this is what Ted DiBiase has to say. You people never listen. You're just like that fool Kenny Omega. You only hear what you want to hear. From the very beginning, when I first showed up at NGW, I always said there was going to be a team. I always said I had a team. I tried, and I mean I really tried to bring that caveman Tommaso Ciampa and Kenny Omega into the fold. I thought they could be the beginning of my elite wrestling unit, but their egos got in the way, and they couldn't get on the same page. This didn't happen by random chance. This isn't a case of me offering my services to the highest bidder. My goal from the very beginning was to assemble a unit of world-class talents. When Kenny Omega spent all that time blabbering about being the best athlete, all that nonsense on being the god of professional wrestling, I knew he wouldn't cut it. Kenny, you're not a team player, much less a god of professional wrestling. Of course, you know that now that you lost to the Great Muta. So while Kenny spent his time making enemies out of practically everyone in that locker room, I had been in contact with 5 men who I thought would not only benefit from being around each other, but also my coaching expertise. That's when Disrespected No More formed. I told them to raise hell while I remained associated with Kenny Omega, and none of you ever suspected a thing. They followed my instructions to the letter. Something Omega never did, and now look where we're at. These 4 men in the ring with $1,000 suits, $1,000 watches, and Omega, you're probably somewhere in Winnipeg crying about how life's not fair, kid. Now, you'll notice that absent tonight is the Great Muta, your new world champion of NGW. Right now, the champ has business to tend to back in Japan. You unappreciative fans will see him when we want you to see him. Tonight, though, we have our own things to focus on because Triple H, you step in that ring with this man right here, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Now, Hunter, I know you're pissed after Jeff cost you the television championship. You're probably thinking you're going to brutalize Jeff. Nope. It pays to be the $1 million man because you see, NGW officials will take notice that everyone in this ring right now has a manager's license. So, Mr. Helmsley, if I were you, I'd rein in that anger. I'd calm down on that aggression because you never know what might happen if we find you not abiding by the rules. And that takes us to our first commercial break. And then we start our first match, which is the 4-women survival match. We have Shayna Baszler on commentary with us when we come back from break. She is the Battlefield briefcase holder. She's watching this match. This is a second chance for women survival. The winner of this match has the opportunity to challenge for the Battlefield briefcase at Ride of the Valkyries, or the all-women pay-per-view coming up in 5 weeks. And how about those words from Ted DiBiase at the beginning of the show? He, all along, had been the one that put together Disrespected No More. He said he had been looking to form an elite team of elite wrestlers in NGW, and he's finally done it. They have the television champion, Cedric Alexander, the television championship holder. They have the NGW World Championship with the Great Muta. And the Great Muta, of course, not here tonight. He's back in Japan. But let's focus on our what we have going on tonight. Next to me at the broadcast booth, I have Shayna Baszler. Shayna, the Battlefield briefcase holder. Congratulations, Shayna, on surviving 29 other women. Now, with that briefcase, you have a chance to challenge for the women's championship, that unified women's world championship. Sorry, tongue-tied. Shayna, what are you thinking? What are you scouting? Who are you looking for in this match? Who do you think might be a likely threat for you? And the season, we have a new season, by the way. I did forget to mention that. It's the season has reset. It's the tour. We're in 2021 now. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Records have reset. Everyone starts with a clean slate this season. And there's Shotzi Blackheart. She wasn't in the Battle Royal for very long last night, but she did get a couple of eliminations. She caught the eye of some of the NGW officials. They want to see her again. And look, I just wasting no time getting in that ring. This is a 4-women survival match. That means it's a fatal 4-way, but elimination rules. Pin and submission, rope break. I really don't know who could possibly win this. Can you believe they moved the wrestling god from well, he's not been on commentary on TV, so yeah, it's believable. It's more than believable. And Nikki Cross, this is another one to look out for. Nikki Cross has had a pretty fantastic outing when we see her in NGW. I would like to see more of her in this company, and who knows, maybe if she wins this match tonight, this could be our ticket to seeing more of her. I don't have stats pulled up for me for Battlefield Japan. I know she got a couple of eliminations. I don't know how many. I think Cross eliminated 3, if I'm not mistaken. And Cross looks very serious. You know, Nikki Cross has only wrestled 3 times in WWE since the 2021. Since January, she's only been on TV 3 times. How sad is that? Because she's pretty talented. And just look at her, just rabid, moving around that ring. How do you scout someone like that? And there's Shayna Baszler. Shayna, you're saying that none of these women are a threat. You're saying none of these women are a threat, but I mean, I'm just going to face facts, Shayna. You didn't have the best record in 2020. You won the Battlefield, don't get me wrong. Very impressive to win that over-the-top rope Battle Royal. Because that means that if that briefcase that you have on this table right in front of me, that is your ticket to a title shot. But I'm not going to let you come out here and beat us honest on commentary and say that none of these women pose a threat to you when you had a negative record last season. And here comes Natalya. Natalya, the most seasoned of the 4 women in that ring tonight. From the illustrious Hart family. And we saw Brett debut at Battlefield Japan. He was in that men's Battle Royal. I'll tell you what, Shayna, regardless of if you think these women aren't a threat, I honestly believe that any singles match from any one of these women against you is going to be worth seeing, and it's going to be on pay-per-view. The first ever women's only pay-per-view for NGW, Ride of the Valkyries, 5 weeks away. Should be one for the ages. The Battlefield briefcase on the line. Shayna Baszler defending that briefcase against the winner of this survival match. What a way to start the show off. 30-minute time limit. Elimination style. And a spear from Lana, just throwing punches at Cross. Shotzi taking out Natalya. And there are no countouts in this match, folks. And Shotzi's still going to work on Natalya. Meanwhile, Nikki Cross in control of Lana, but Lana gets out of it. Snapmare from Lana, kick to the spine. Nikki Cross, oh, we getting bits tonight. Meanwhile, Natalya thrown over the top rope. Shotzi going after her. Well, I don't want to start any trouble with you, Shayna. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Shayna out here threatening to hurt me. That's a good way to end your career in NGW, don't you think? You might want to keep that briefcase for one of these whip clothesline from Nikki Cross. And Shayna, I don't mean to take anything away from you. You are an accomplished wrestler, an accomplished athlete, former NXT Women's Champion, former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. The match of 2020, by the way. You won the match of 2020 with Ruby Riott, that 30-minute classic between you two ladies. Oh, and look at Shotzi going to work on the arm outside the ring on Natalya. Meanwhile, jawbreaker from Lana on Nikki Cross. Can I choose the Wrestling God JBL? You 100% can. Yes. Absolutely. HPC too sweet. What are you doing in here all quiet? Can't come in here being all quiet. Welcome to the stream, man. Nikki Cross still going to work on Lana. And an Irish whip from, oh, look at that, crisscrossing. HPC too sweet has joined the Bad Guy Club. As the newest member of the club, you receive a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. So thank you for joining the Baddest Club on Twitch TV. And remember to stay bad, because being bad is fun. I'm trying to claim. What's up? What up? Not a thing, man. Welcome, 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 welcome. Shotzi Black. Hey, I didn't watch WrestleMania Backlash yet. I know about the zombie thing. It's whatever. I'm indifferent about it. It's goofy, but I'm not even going to act. AEW and WWE have done tons of goofy shit over the last year. That's just one on a mountain of dumb shit. But how was the show? I heard the main event was okay. You have Tyler Breeze, Awesome Sword, and I think you're in the Zero Gravity match. I don't think you picked a woman, though. You can pick one male wrestler and one female wrestler. And I don't recall you having a lady. And you don't, because I'm looking at the list right now. AEW had a zombie in their women's division. No, I wouldn't go that far, but we watched Chris Jericho fight a drone in AEW, which is just as goofy. McMahon, well, no, that's not literal, because it was a handicap match. It was McMahon you can't even use that as an example, because it was the McMahons basically making fun of Michaels and his faith, basically saying if you believe in God that much, why don't you have him as a tag partner? But no one at no point did they actually pretend they were wrestling God. And Lana's still going to work on Natalya. Meanwhile, here's a fight I'd like to see. Shotzi Blackheart and Nikki Cross brawling outside of the ring, just scrapping. And folks, as you heard, if you didn't hear, Pancake Sports Network, the home network of NGW. We got a new promotion on this network, Bushido Fighting Championships. MMA has come to Pancake Sports Network. Yeah, it was a funny entrance. If you really think that they thought that they acted like God was in that match, you might want to rewatch it. It was McMahon and Shane knowing that Michaels was going to be in a handicap match, and they fucked around with him. Even that entrance was them playing around. Like, literally, when the spotlight got in the ring, Vince McMahon was walking behind it doing the McMahon strut. So, yeah. Natalya kick to the midsection. Clothesline from Natalya to Lana. And now Natalya looking for a pin on Lana. Remember, in 2021, remember how the season works. Remember how our season works. Crow, we all hanging out. We having a great time. How you doing, buddy? You excited for NXT tonight? Nikki Cross still going to work on Shotzi out there. There's a sharpshooter from Natalya in the ring that Lana reverses. Able to reverse it. She kicks Natalya off. And there's a snapmare from Lana to Natalya. Shayna, if I had to pick one person I wouldn't want face, it would be Nikki Cross. What's up, Super Mario Dinosaurs? The world champion is here. What's going on, Super Mario? Lana with the rear naked choke on Natalya. Suplex from Shotzi Blackheart. And I have to ask Shayna, did you catch any of Bushido FC? They had a world title match. Oh, you know what? We can't really do it that way. We're going to have to figure that out. Right now, I'm just going to promote them and be very... Congratulations to Holly Holm winning the Bushido FC Championship. When is Brooklyn debuting? Check Discord. You guys have to check Discord. If you're in the Discord channel, you have to look at those announcements. I am. My wife has just gotten back into wrestling. She's hyped for it. She wants to go to Mania next year. Dude, I have already declared that if AEW does All Out in Chicago again this year, I will 100% be going. I already told Nacho Mac, I was like, hey, Labor Day weekend, we need to probably plan to go to Chicago. We're just waiting. It's just a matter of waiting. Sharpshooter from Natalya to Nikki Cross. Cross not tapping out. We have Shotzi with the double underhooks and a pedigree. There's something. Bushido for life. We love to hear it. That's right. The Pancake Sports Network, home of NGW and Bushido FC, combat sports and pro wrestling. What a combo, just like pancake and syrup. And Cross just dropping Natalya to the canvas. Shotzi in that corner. And a pin from Nikki Cross. And Natalya, the first one eliminated. I didn't expect that. Homegirl tie. Be good. Natalya just laying outside the ring. And now Nikki Cross looking for a pin on Shotzi. And Shotzi eliminated. We're down to Lana and Nikki Cross. Shayna, you might get your wish. You might get Nikki Cross at Bride of the Valkyries. But Lana not wanting to make that happen. Oh, a beautiful slam from Lana. Did you hear that impact? Lana with a big win tonight. We might. Awesome, Sora. It's possible. And your opponent at Ride of the Valkyries, Shayna Baszler, is Lana. And Lana looks to you from the ring, and she's pointing at your briefcase, and she says she wants it. She says she wants that briefcase. And Shayna, you just, oh, you know what? I want you to really play Lana up to be like a major underdog. So Lana has the first win of the 2021 season. Congrats to Lana, going 1-0. And she gets a shot at that briefcase. And Shayna's standing up here. Shayna's standing up and holding up that briefcase. That should be a great match. Lana looking right back at her. So, fantastic match. So, we get a little video package. And we announced that Brooklyn Von Braun debuts tonight. And then we transition to the Conquest. And it's Shayna Baszler, because she's not on commentary anymore. It's Io Shirai, Shayna Baszler, and Toni Storm. And Io Shirai and Shayna Baszler, they basically say they aren't concerned in the slightest if they end up having to face each other. Because remember, Io Shirai challenges Hikaru Shida for the Unified Women's World Championship at Ride of the Valkyries. The Conquest was born out of competition. Iron sharpens iron. If the NGW anniversary show ends up being Io Shirai as world champion versus Shayna Baszler as Battlefield briefcase winner, so be it. They will go to war, and the Conquest will be better for it. Tonight, though, they're here to welcome a new member to the fold. Someone else who believes that combat is sacred, and that with this new addition, Conquest has only become stronger and better for it. Rhea Ripley then steps into the camera and fist bumps Toni Storm, Shayna Baszler, and Io Shirai. It's then announced that Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley will be one of the teams competing in the Ride of the Valkyries Women Tag Team Championship qualifying matches. And that match will be tonight against Ember Moon and Naomi. And then we go to a commercial break. When we come back from break, it's Brooklyn Von Braun versus Sarah Logan. This is Brooklyn Von Braun's debut. I had plans for a Brooklyn Von Braun Ronda Rousey feud. I don't think I'm doing it. I don't want to do it yet. So I had a bet. I was not going to debut Brooklyn Von Braun until the pay-per-view, but now we're going to do the TV show. Now we're just going to debut her tonight. And there's former MMA fighter turned pro wrestler Brooklyn Von Braun. She calls herself the American hero. And look at her just. Damn, Brooklyn Von Braun got cake, does she not? Shit. They really put some cake on this girl. Her ass is weird looking though. NGW and Bushido, the top two companies in the world. It's NGW and Bushido. Look at those kicks, Brooklyn Von Braun slow, and she should be fighting in Bushido. And let Brooklyn Von Braun in the ring, just throwing those punches. Ready for Sarah Logan, who is a game competitor and also a new debut in NGW. Does this girl really have red, white, and blue eyeliner? And Sarah Logan looking fierce, looking focused, not looking intimidated at all that she's about to step in the ring with an accomplished MMA fighter. I got to get a swig of Wawa. I'm glad you like my elite singing. I enjoyed singing. I'm a singer. And we saw in the crowd Israel Adesanya wearing a CM Punk t-shirt. And I'm not liking that attitude of Israel. He kind of disrespected CM Punk as a pro wrestler after knocking him out on Bushido FC. You can see that on the Pancake Network. If you have Pancake Sports Network on demand. But now we got a match. Brooklyn Von Braun with the face crusher already on Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan catching a kick and kneeing Brooklyn Von Braun. Brooklyn Von Braun just walloped by that knee, caught by surprise. And now look at Sarah working the arm. Strikes to the midsection from Brooklyn. Brooklyn's been really working on her fundamentals. Beautiful gut wrench slam, just dropping Sarah Logan. I really thought we were going to see a mixed martial artist try coming in here just doing some mixed martial arts strikes, but she's coming in here with some wrestling fundamentals. That gut wrench was impressive. Wait a minute, Sarah Logan double under butterfly suplex, and Brooklyn did not like that. Sarah picking Brooklyn up. And she's got, a fisherman suplex, and we have a pin. 1 count. Impressive from Sarah Logan. Logan here to make a statement. If Logan beats Brooklyn Von Braun in her debut, this will be a huge win. There's been a lot of a spin out clothesline. Just flooring Sarah Logan. And as I was saying, there's been a lot of hype behind Brooklyn, and she just slaps her. My Lord, the attitude from Brooklyn Von Braun. A lot of hype from Brooklyn Von Braun showing up in NGW, debuting in NGW. If Sarah Logan upsets her and beats her, this is not going to be good for Brooklyn Von Braun's mental. What's going on, Rain? Sarah Logan going to work on Brooklyn Von Braun's leg. She picks her up, has Brooklyn on her feet. And a beautiful slam, just dropping her to the canvas. Brooklyn Von Braun looks like she's in a lot of trouble here. She eats an elbow. And a kick from Sarah Logan. Sarah just going to work here. Beautiful gut buster from Sarah Logan. And a kick to the spine. Brooklyn felt it. She got back to her feet. And she just spears Sarah Logan. What an impressive spear. Just driving Sarah Logan to the canvas. And look at her just slamming her head on the canvas. Not finished. Not done. Not relenting. Going right back to work. And we have a Fujiwara armbar. Beautiful armbar. Sarah Logan nowhere near the rope. She's not going to be able to get a rope break. But she does roll through. And head scissors takeover from Sarah Logan to counter. This has been a pretty good match so far, folks. 17 minutes left on the clock. Beautiful strike. Sarah Logan firing back. Fujiwara armbar from Sarah Logan. Wrestling God probably will not debut tonight because I already have all the matches laid out for tonight. Another head scissors from Brooklyn Von Braun to Sarah Logan. Now they're countering with their own. I would love to know who Brooklyn Von Braun's been training with. Was not expecting her to look this great. Her wrestling fundamentals looking great, but she does just take a neck breaker from Sarah Logan. And now Logan slamming Brooklyn Von Braun's head on the canvas. This has just been a brawl. This has been a scrap. Irish whip sends Brooklyn Von Braun into the corner. Logan stalking by. Wait. Brooklyn Von Braun reverses. Sarah Logan reverses. They're just switching around in that rope. A boot from Sarah Logan. And was that a jumping headbutt from Sarah? Yeah, it looked like shook her head. That was a bell ringer. Headbutts are dangerous. They do just as much damage to you as they do to your opponent. But Logan doesn't care. Leg hooked. Drops her. Pinfall from Sarah Logan. This could be it. Brooklyn kicks out at 1. What Are you kidding me? The toughness of Brooklyn here. Kicking out at 1. And now Brooklyn Von Braun with the kick to the back of the leg. Spinning back fist that just drops Sarah Logan. And a spin out clothesline. Brooklyn Von Braun looking great tonight. Sarah Logan looking great too. And as I say that, we got a reverse from Sarah Logan. Beautiful arm drag. Hip toss, cartwheel, and a knee to the face of Brooklyn Von Braun. She looks out. And Sarah Logan notices it too, and she's looking for the kill, going for the pin. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought we had a 3 count. Sarah Logan kicked out, or Brooklyn Von Braun kicked out. But Logan just going right back on the attack. Sarah Logan going right back on the attack. Strike to the midsection. And just dumps Brooklyn to the canvas. Logan, this might be someone to look out for in NGW women's division. She's been extra aggressive, but wait! Inverted DDT from Brooklyn Von Braun. And a head scissors from Brooklyn, and out, look at those elbows. Those MMA elbows. We've seen her finish fights with those. Crucifix, TKO. And now Sarah Logan back to her feet. Wheelbarrow, bulldog, drops, plants Brooklyn Von Braun, and Logan for another pin. And a 2 count again. If nothing else, we know that Brooklyn Von Braun is for real. But how did we ever think otherwise? A big kick knocking Von Braun to the canvas. Sarah Logan continuing the attack. She's like a pit bull in that ring right now. Beautiful hammerlock. Logan able to throw strikes to the midsection. That's for you to decide, John Bradshaw, however you would like to use her. And another gut wrench, slamming Sarah Logan. No, Randy's good. He's there. He can ask those questions. Nothing wrong with that. The only question I really, if you haven't noticed that I don't like answering, is when people hop in and ask if they have a match tonight. That's the only one that I don't. But I don't. If a new person asks, who cares? It's the there are 2 people specifically, and they know who they are because one has already apologized. She's got to remember to get back in the ring before the referee's 10 count. And a gut wrench. This should be a 20 count. We've adopted the Japanese rules. 20 count out, 20 count out. Plenty of time for these women to work outside the ring. Brooklyn Von Braun just wanting to make this a dirty scrap now. Sarah Logan, they've both hit the steel steps. Fireman's carry from Brooklyn Von Braun. Von Braun has been very... Oh, a DDT from Logan. What a counter. Brooklyn just being tossed across the ring. Logan stepping back into the ring. Hey, man, yes, there are plenty of superstars. Shane, welcome in. This is the command you seek, my friend. Thank you, Nibbler. Nibbler on it already. Logan throwing Brooklyn Von Braun back into the ring. She follows behind her. We have Shayna Baszler and Lana on tap for Ride of the Valkyries, that Battlefield briefcase on the line. Logan, you can pick 1 female wrestler and 1 male wrestler, Shane. And now Sarah Logan climbing the ropes, top rope split leg moonsault, and she gets all of it. What a match this has been. And that might be it. No, kick out from Brooklyn. How tough is Von Braun? A chop from Logan, just punches and chops from Logan. Logan just dirty scrapping. And a knee. But we got a pin. And another shoulder up. Brooklyn just taking a lot of punishment in this match now. I think she was expecting an easy match. It's not turning out that way. She was expecting a gimme. It's not going to happen. Clothesline, what's going on, Witch Doctor? Clothesline from Brooklyn. And now she's slamming Sarah Logan's head to the canvas. Jawbreaker from Sarah Logan counter. Drop kick that takes Brooklyn off her feet. Hey, Primal Workers join the Bad Guy Club. As the newest member of the club, you receive a pair of sunglasses and a switchblade and a leather jacket. So thank you for joining the Bad Guy Club, and remember to stay bad, because being bad is fun. Sarah Logan, another pinfall here. And Brooklyn kicks out at 2 again. What's it gonna take? You can claim Daniel Bryan, yes. You can claim Daniel Bryan. Irish whip, Brooklyn sending Sarah Logan into the corner. If you guys are not in the Discord, join the Discord. I post match cards and everything in there. Way easier to keep track of. Back suplex from the middle row from Brooklyn von Braun. I wasn't expecting this to go as long as it has, nor was I expecting it to be as close as it has been. Another spinning back fist that just drops Sarah. Sarah back to her feet, though. Sarah just ate that punch. Sarah just showing how warrior tough she is. Sending Brooklyn to the ropes. Brooklyn dodges a clothesline, grabs the rope. Sarah doesn't care. She places her on the ropes, throws her over the top rope. If Sarah was in that Battlefield Battle Royal, you'd have to think she'd be an odds-on favorite. The way she's just been brawling out here. The way she's just taking the fight to the MMA fighter. And look at those punches outside of the ring. Sarah Logan might be a force to be reckoned with here in NGW. She just might be a force to be reckoned with in this company. Tossing Brooklyn von Braun back into the ring. Logan steps back into the ring herself. And an arm drag counter from Brooklyn. And another gut wrench slam. She's posing to the crowd when she needs to be going on the attack. All that time wasted posing to the crowd. She could have gotten some more offense in. And look at that kick to the leg. Look at that beautiful kick to the leg. And then we have a slingshot. Oh, she just drops her over the top rope. The aggression. We are under, it is set to 20 count. Yes, sir. And a suplex. No, a knee from Sarah Logan gets out of it. And a running knee that catches Brooklyn flush. And now Sarah's stalking. Sarah's stalking Brooklyn von Braun. This could be it, folks. This could be a big win for Sarah Logan. Look at those chops and strikes. Logan hits the ropes and another knee, just dropping Brooklyn, and we have the leg hook for a pinfall. Sarah Logan with the big win. Brooklyn finding out firsthand that pro wrestling and MMA are not the same. Big win for Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan just made a statement in NGW. Every woman in that locker room should be looking at this match and should be looking at Sarah Logan as a legitimate, viable threat. Pretty good match. That match went long as hell, too. Brooklyn just couldn't put it together. She just couldn't put it together in this match, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Brooklyn did put up a good fight, most definitely. It's hard. You can't disagree with that. Hard to disagree. Hard to disagree, but man, what a match. What a match. And what is next on our show now? Okay. We go backstage for an interview with Mandy Rose, and our backstage interviewer wants to know why Mandy Rose went after Alexa Bliss in the Battlefield and eliminated her. So we have a Mandy Rose promo, and this is what Mandy Rose has to say. It was supposed to be about us. We were supposed to be a team, the two most beautiful and most vicious women running the entire company. Then you won the NGW Women's Championship, and I just became a bit player. Someone you'd use as a meat shield, throwing me into whoever your next challenger would be. I thought the announcement of the women tag titles would fix it. I thought we could be on the same page again and take those belts. When I brought it up to you, all you could ever say was, let me focus on Battlefield first. Well, there is no Battlefield for you because last night I dumped you over that top rope like the garbage you are. I did you a favor. And then she's cut off because Alexa Bliss charges into focus of the camera and tackles Mandy Rose to the ground and starts throwing some wild punches. They scramble back and forth, roll around the floor, each throwing punches. They're back on their feet. They're swinging for the fences on each other. And NGW officials, backstage officials, eventually break both women up. And that leads us to our next match, the tag team qualifier for the NGW Women's Tag Team Championships. Naomi and Ember Moon facing off with Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm of the Conquest. And what an incredible brawl in the back between Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss hell-bent on getting her revenge on Mandy Rose. And I've never seen a fight like that. They were all over the locker room. Sheeta, you are the women's champion, by the way. How does it feel? Ember Moon and Naomi, they've had this alliance since their first one-on-one match. They shook hands after their first match, going back months in NGW's history. And now here we are. Here we are. These two ladies in a tag team have a chance to win the tag team titles, the newly created NGW Tag Team Championships, Women Tag Team Championships, forgive me. Ember Moon was number one in Battlefield, a position that you don't want to be in. She did well. She got 2 eliminations. Unfortunately, she didn't make it, but 2 strong eliminations, and she had an overall pretty good performance. But now she's got to get her head focused. She has a chance to win the Women's Tag Team Championships with Naomi, but first they got to get through Rhea Ripley. They got to get through Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm. And Shayna Baszler, let's talk about the Conquest. The Conquest has the potential to be the most dominant faction in NGW right now. You have Io Shirai. She's the number 1 contender for Hikaru Shida's Unified Women's World Championship. You have Shayna Baszler. She has the Battlefield briefcase. If Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm can get through to Ember Moon and Naomi and win the tag team titles at Ride of the Valkyries, can you name another? Well, I guess Disrespected No More. And Conquest just getting stronger and stronger, adding to their numbers. Rhea Ripley, a great pickup. Rhea Ripley is a great pickup for just Disrespected No More. I don't think anyone can argue that. You cannot argue how dangerous Rhea Ripley is. And look at the athleticism for Naomi. The crowd on their feet. How can you not dance to this music? I'll tell you, if I wasn't wearing this tight suit, I'd be dancing myself. I'd be getting jiggy with it. I'm going to sound like I want to be an old dated commentator. No, I don't want to be a goofy commentator. Never mind. I'm not going to be a goofy. I'm not going to be a Byron Saxton. And there's Toni Storm of the Conquest. Toni Storm meaning all business. We had Shayna Baszler out on commentary earlier. She's going to be defending the Battlefield briefcase against Lana at Ride of the Valkyries. We could be looking at a pay-per-view where the Conquest just straight dominates. Could you imagine that? That scowl on Toni Storm. She gets in. She has that game face. She comes in with her game face on. And let's go back to the last show. Let's go back to our last match. Brooklyn Von Braun, MMA fighter, had a fantastic performance, but unfortunately came up short to Sarah Logan. If I hope the managers and the women in the back are taking notice of Sarah Logan. I hope the managers, all of those people looking for clients, you got to think they're going to be throwing some offers to Sarah Logan. The way she came in and went toe-to-toe with Brooklyn Von Braun and pulled off what I would consider an upset win. But there's Rhea Ripley, the newest member of the Conquest. A dominant NXT Women's Champion. We've seen her dominate women in NGW. Now that she has Io Shirai, Shayna Baszler, and Toni Storm at her side, she's gonna be even more dangerous. And quite the same, friend. In turn, so will Conquest. Like Io Shirai said in that promo, iron forges iron. Yeah, Conquest is a faction here. Conquest is Io Shirai, Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley, and Toni Storm now. Iron forges iron, iron sharpens iron. These women, they don't care if they have to wrestle each other. It's not about that. They don't mind wrestling each other because they think they're going to be better for it. Io Shirai and Shayna actually are probably hoping that the NGW anniversary show comes between Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai. Double underhook starting for Toni Storm and a beautiful code breaker, double knees to the chest. And Toni Storm looking for an immediate pin off of it. Ember Moon kicking out at one. Ember Moon kicks out at one. And Toni Storm just goes right back to work, throwing a knee to Ember Moon's back. Remember, at Ride of the Valkyries, it's going to be a fatal four-way tag ladder match to crown the first ever NGW Women Tag Team Champions. But you have to win the qualifiers. This is the first of 4 qualifiers. Ember Moon with the Hurricane Rana, taking control of the match. Toni Storm on her back. Ember Moon could go for a pin here, instead electing to pick her up. Not a bad decision from Ember Moon. It's too early to get a pinfall. And Ember Moon knows that. And a lung blower from Ember Moon. And did you just see Toni Storm bounce up? And oh, there's that Rhea Ripley. That dominant Rhea Ripley gets in the ring and runs right into an Irish whip from Ember Moon. Ember Moon says she knows who you, I know you are, Rhea, and I don't care. How many brands are there? There's only one brand. Oh, a suplex into a knee from Rhea Ripley. My Lord. That's what happens when you get in the ring with the Conquest. Think of Conquest as our version of Imperium. I guess they're kind of like our version of Imperium / Ring Comp. They are 4 women who just get it done in the ring. Rhea Ripley just all over Ember Moon. But Ember Moon gets out. Ember Moon needs to probably make a tag to Naomi. No, goes after the arm instead. Not a bad decision. And a beautiful spin out slam from Ember Moon. Rhea Ripley in the air, follow away slam from Ember Moon. Ember Moon's an incredible performer too. Athletic top champion. Had a great run as the NXT Women's Champion. We've seen her have some great performances in NGW. And Naomi tagging herself in. Ember Moon on those ropes. Naomi tags in and bulldogs Rhea Ripley. Naomi needed to get in this match. Need to get the fresh woman in that ring. Look at those kicks. Look at Naomi running those kicks and a kick to the shoulder. Went a little low there. I think Naomi was Brock Lesnar on tonight. Hey, in practical, I freed up Brock, man. The season reset, so I gave Brock to someone else, unfortunately. And now Ember Moon. No, Toni Storm. Toni Storm, Ember Moon, the legal women in this match. Rhea Ripley had to roll outside of the ring after taking those kicks from Naomi. And Ember Moon has Toni Storm to the shoulders. Beautiful slam. And Toni Storm rolls outside of the ring. Ember Moon is not short to follow. Taking no time to follow her outside of the ring. Drop kick from Ember Moon to Toni. We have a 20 count in NGW. We've adopted that rule after Battlefield Japan. NGW officials decided the 20 count rule worked better and made more sense. The ladies will have time to work outside of the ring. Suplex from Toni Storm just drops Ember Moon face first. And she picks Ember Moon up. And an air raid crash that just the neck on Toni Storm's knee. And Naomi knows that could be it. She goes in to break it up. Ember Moon kicks out at 2. Naomi gets back to the apron, not wanting to get herself disqualified, not wanting to get her team disqualified. 5 seconds in the ring is all you have if you're the illegal man, illegal woman in this case. Inverted DDT from Toni Storm. And a kick to the midsection, double underhooks. Strong 0 from Toni Storm. We have a pin. Naomi gets back in the ring, and no, Ember Moon kicks out again. You gotta like how Conquest looks tonight. Conquest is looking great in the ring. Irish whip from Toni Storm. Rhea Ripley getting in the ring now. And we might have our double team, double super kick from Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley. And Ember Moon able to get to her corner and brings in Naomi. And Naomi misses a clothesline. Rhea Ripley just saw that telegraph clothesline and a kick. A high kick from Rhea Ripley. We saw that kick in Bushido. Holly Holm knocking out Rose Namajunas. And a trip up from Naomi. And now Naomi on the top rope. She's waiting for Ripley to get to her feet. Toni Storm, though, throws Naomi off the top. And the referee just not even getting in Toni Storm's face. Yeah, he probably doesn't want to face the ire of conquest. Who could blame him? And that allows Rhea Ripley to hit a beautiful suplex. And she goes for the cover. Ember Moon on the outside recovering. Naomi kicks out at 1. Well, actually, Ted didn't endorse Disrespected No More. He formed Disrespected No More. He was doing it in the shadows. Rhea Ripley just going to work on Ember Moon. And another roundhouse kick to the head. But Naomi able to get to her feet. And what's Naomi going to do here? Naomi hits the ropes. Beautiful split leg moonsault. That's that athleticism we were talking about. She can fly. She has the cruiserweight moves. She has the luchador moves. We have a pin. Naomi and Ember Moon could pick it up right here. 2 count. Toni Storm wasn't even worried about Rhea Ripley not kicking out. That's how in sync these two women are. Storm knew Ripley was going to kick out. And Naomi okay with that as she fires off a Russian leg sweep. We got Shane in the Bad Guy Club. That's what's up. That's what's up. Ripley picking Naomi up. And another roundhouse kick. And Naomi just collapses to the canvas. And Rhea uses that opportunity to tag Toni Storm in. Storm stalking Naomi. Naomi trying to make a tag to Ember Moon, and Storm cuts her off. Storm has Naomi in the air. Naomi drops the knee to the top of the head. Wheelbarrow. Oh, wheelbarrow stunner. Toni Storm looks out of it. And Naomi, what's Naomi got planned here? Wheelbarrow. Oh, face crusher. Annika, how you living? Wait a minute, Toni Storm's got that knee. Oh, a suplex with the knee tucked in. The women's bantamweight champion in the chat, folks. Leg hooked. Fisherman suplex. Toni Storm taunting, and it allows Naomi to tag in. Ember Moon in the ring, and Toni Storm can't believe it. Toni Storm dropped with a drop kick. Toni Storm dropped with a drop kick, and that's why you don't taunt. That's what Toni Storm gets, having fun. She should have stayed on the attack. And you know Io Shirai and Shayna Baszler probably disapproved of that, but they don't, who cares? They are one of the most dominant faction in NGW, in my opinion. And yes, I'm going to say that and disregard Disrespected No More, because unlike Disrespected No More, these women, they don't cheat. They think the ring is sacred. And Toni Storm running right into a boot from Ember Moon. Ember Moon is by herself right now. Naomi on the outside recovering. Why would you do that, Annika? That's disgusting. You should be banned from the stream. I can't believe you just said some shit like that. Ugh. Ketchup ranch mix. No thank you. What were you eating? I guess this is the important super kick from Ember Moon. Ember Moon really trying to fight both of these women off. Naomi getting back to the canvas. And a beautiful spinning back kick, and followed by a roundhouse kick and a super kick. Toni Storm, though, counters with an arm drag. Why would you want ketchup? Strong zero from Toni Storm. Naomi gets into the ring. And she breaks it up with a leg drop. And there's a kick to the midsection that Ember Moon blocks. T-bone suplex, an exploder suplex from Ember Moon. Naomi gets tagged in. It wasn't awful, but I also noticed you didn't say it was good either. Wait a minute. Toni Storm, kick to the midsection. What do we have set up here? Oh, I forgot to set a time limit on this match. Oh, well. Or I didn't select the right match because I'm a silly Billy. Naomi just going to work with those strikes. Kick to the midsection, cartwheel. Oh, and she just snaps Toni Storm's head to the canvas. Ember Moon rooting for her tag partner in this match. Rhea Ripley gets in the ring and goes to the apron after Toni Storm kicks out. This has been an incredible tag match, ladies and gentlemen. These women want those NGW Tag Team Championships. Storm has it, Naomi on the top rope. What's Toni Storm looking for here, folks? Looks like we have a superplex. Toni Storm for the middle rope, superplex, beautiful. Listen to the impact. That took it out of both women, but Toni Storm back to her feet. And she picks Naomi up. And another air raid siren. And Toni goes for the pin, the leg hook. Rhea Ripley in the ring. And no, Naomi's able to break it up. And look at Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley going right after Ember Moon, just throwing Ember Moon over the top rope. And that allows Toni Storm to continue her attack on Naomi. Naomi, though, kick to the midsection. Sunset flip. We have a pin. No, we don't. We have a submission. Naomi with a beautiful submission. Toni can't get to the ropes. And Rhea Ripley with a missile drop kick to the back of Naomi's head. And that's okay. Naomi now takedown with the pin. And Naomi and Ember Moon just pick up a big victory. They go to the ladder match. They go to the ladder match at Ride of the Valkyries. That was unexpected. That was unexpected. I don't know how I'd feel. Nibbler, let's get inside with Conquest. How's Io Shirai and Shayna Baszler feel about that result? Y'all got beat. Y'all got beat. Major win. He said we're going to have to talk. Bro, what was that finish? I don't know. I just tried to explain it as a roll-up. We're just going to say Naomi got a roll-up after the submission, and it caught Toni by surprise. Let me get my records updated because Naomi's 1-0. Ember Moon's 1-0. That's why you got to like this 2021 season. Anything can happen. Rhea Ripley hurt herself with that drop kick. Where do we build storylines? You can do it in Discord. You're going to see storylines happen on this show, though. And you can also act in character in chat as well. Rhea Ripley 0-1 in tag action, as is Toni Storm. Conquest just came up short tonight. So much for the domination plans for Conquest. So, after that match ends, we go to our next match tonight, which is Apollo Crews versus Wade Barrett. Now, this match was requested by Is That Drew because he didn't like that Wade Barrett eliminated him from the battlefield. And I said, you know what? That makes my life easy because that's one less match I have to put together. So we have Apollo Crews versus Wade Barrett. No, Daniel Bryan will not have a match tonight. I already have all 3 shows lined up for tonight. I always book before I book all my matches before the stream starts. So if you pick a wrestler tonight, there's a likelihood you'll be on the show Thursday, but you will not be on the show tonight. Apollo Crews getting the crowd amped. Apollo Crews has been looking impressive. He's been competing in the Zero Gravity division, has big wins in the Zero Gravity division. Unfortunately, he didn't look good in the Battlefield Battle Royal last night. He only lasted for a few seconds, got in the ring, and immediately got hit with a bull hammer and knocked over the top rope by Wade Barrett. Barrett knocked him over the top rope. Apollo Crews requested this match. Wade Barrett accepted. This is basically a grudge match from the Battlefield Battle Royal. Apollo Crews kind of stepping out of that Zero Gravity division for this match. Oh, I got to make a Zero Gravity match too. That's on our next show. It's okay though. Conquest doesn't. Can I have an open challenge next show as my first match ever? We'll see. We'll see. I might do something else. Apollo Crews not happy about how quickly he was eliminated by Bad News Barrett. Wade Barrett. Barrett, the man who took $250,000 from Ted DiBiase to soften up Karrion Kross, and he did just that. He's got plenty of money in the bank. He just doesn't. So Wade Barrett's gimmick is basically a hitman. You can pay Barrett if you got the money, you got the goods. Barrett will take someone out for you. Is that correct, Crow? Is that how we're working with Wade Barrett?
Corey, what should we expect from him here today?
Barrett was expecting to have that Battlefield briefcase. Could you imagine Barrett with $250,000, a briefcase, and the potential to win the NGW World Championship? How crazy of a year would that have been? Barrett said if you got the cash, he's got the solution. But tonight, Apollo Crews wants a match.
The athleticism of Apollo Crews is something opponents must try and neutralize.
And there's a beautiful... Hey, Courtney Twinkle tells us to join the Bad Guy Club. As the newest member of the club, you receive a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. So thank you for joining the Baddest Club on Twitch TV. And remember to stay bad, because being bad is fun. Single leg takedown from Apollo Crews. Wade Barrett kicks out of it, just gives him the boots. A boot from Barrett that Crews sidesteps. A drop kick that Wade Barrett sidesteps. And Barrett now back in control of this match. Backbreaker from Barrett to Apollo. Look at Wade Barrett, just beautiful right hand that floors. Or was that a left hand? Looks like a left hand. I apologize. Southpaw strike from Wade Barrett. That floors Apollo Crews in an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. And now Barrett looking to stop Apollo, but Apollo gets back to his feet. Barrett paying it no mind. He picks Apollo Crews up in a Samoan drop. And he goes for a cover. Not even a 1 count. Apollo Crews won at this match. Not even a 1 count. Russian leg sweep from Crews. You got to imagine the Conquest locker room not happy. I love Wade Barrett. He's one of my favorite superstars. Wade Barrett could get it done. I really hate how they did the Nexus, you know? Oh my God, Barrett just caught that spinning heel kick and just dropped Apollo back first on the knee. And there's a gut-wrench slam from Wade Barrett. Apollo Crews having to roll outside, get to the apron. And there's Wade Barrett. Suplex brings Apollo Crews back in the ring. Hey, Key, are you still in the stream? Key is not on fire. Beautiful throw from Apollo. Look at Apollo working that submission on Barrett. And beautiful technique from Apollo. He's got space. He's put himself between between Barrett and the ropes. Barrett can't get to the ropes that way, but Barrett able to just power out of it, and that's okay for Crews. Crews is perfectly fine with that. But Barrett STO. And now Barrett goes for a pin. And a 1 count. What happened so far? We had a fire promo from Ted DiBiase and Disrespected No More to start the show. Lana has earned herself a chance to challenge for Shayna Baszler's Battlefield briefcase. Brooklyn Von Braun got upset in her debut and lost to Sarah Logan. And Naomi and Ember have advanced to the ladder match to win the for a chance to win the NGW Women's Tag Team titles. Yes, John, absolutely. Send me a message on Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord channel, join that. I read, though, it's easier for me to read the messages on Discord than getting whispers on Twitch. Barrett blocks that kick. And he picks Apollo Crews up, powerbomb. And he picks Crews up. And beautiful Bossman slam. Black hole slam, whatever you want to call it. Witch Dr. Billy, Triple H back in the house. And we have a pinfall. Hey, Cain Velasquez KO'd Derek Lewis on Bushido Sunday, and the KO was brutal. So you're 1-0, Cain. We got Cain Velasquez in the crowd tonight from Bushido FC. Crossover City, baby. Look at Barrett. Barrett just working. You don't have Discord? Then whisper me on Twitch and let me know when you send it so I can go check it. A big boot from Wade Barrett to Crews. These two are just scrapping. This is also not time limit. I did a bad job of setting these matches up. You guys should hold me accountable. Not that I don't think this match is gonna go to time limit. Wait, bullhammer that Cruz blocks. That's that move that knocked Cruz over the top rope. He blocked it. Cruz was waiting for that move. And now Cruz standing up, pinfall. No, a kick out from Wade Barrett. Cruz just not sure what to do to take him out. Cruz needs to go back on the attack. I don't like when I see these guys stall after a kick out. Cruz just going right back to work. Finally. And what does he has? He has Barrett in the air. He spins him out with a sit-out powerbomb. Beautiful. That could be it. No. Barrett kicks out. Barrett kicks out and Cruz posing. Cruz posing. And there's a clothesline from Cruz. Now Cruz fired up, just firing on all cylinders. There's a splash. Hey, bad guys. And yeah, I told you in Discord, you're going to have to pick a different wrestler. Nat Geo's keeping John Cena. Standing shooting star press. I sent that to you like 3 days ago. And wait a minute, Barrett reverses STO. And now Barrett, abdominal. Is this a pump handle? This looks like a pump handle slam. And Barrett with the pin. And that's it. Barrett with an impressive victory tonight. Damn, there's that Drew. Drew, you came in at the wrong time, unfortunately. Is that Drew is played by Apollo Crews? Or is that Drew plays Apollo Crews? And wait a minute, Apollo getting in Wade Barrett's face. And what do we have here? I'm going to ask you, is that Drew? Are you wanting this to happen? Crow and is that Drew? What do you guys think? You want to form a tag team? Okay, I can hear. So I sent you on Discord, Nat Geo's keeping John Cena. So you're gonna have to find a different wrestler to play as. If you guys want to do this, I'll acknowledge it. If you don't want to do this, we'll skip it and act like it didn't happen. Apollo Crews 0-1. Drew is fine with it. We need tag teams. While you guys decide what you're doing with that, let's get ready for this. Okay, cool. We got a new tag team. Key is not on fire. If you are here, this is what, oh, he's not here. This is what I have written for Key is not on fire. Which is fine. We don't need him. He'll see. He can see the YouTube. He can see the YouTuber. Okay. So after that match happens, we go to commercial break. When we come back from commercial break, Bobby Lashley's theme song hits. And the almighty Bobby Lashley comes out. And remember that he won the Battlefield briefcase in the men's Battlefield. So he has that briefcase. He has the briefcase. He holds it up in the air. He gets in the ring. He grabs a microphone from one of the stagehands. And right when he's about to speak, he's cut off. And this is what you hear. Whoa, 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 whoa. And out comes MJF with a microphone in hand. Robert, can I call you Robert? Robert, look, no disrespect, but we all know why you're out here. You're going to talk about how you survived 29 other men for a right to challenge the NGW World Champion. But let's be honest here, Rob. Did you really survive 29 other men? You were in the ring for what, 5 minutes? That to me sounds like everyone else did your dirty work and you were able to reap the rewards. Again, no disrespect. MJF he strolls down the ramp and gets in the ring and he continues to speak. Robbie, the truth is, if anyone should have that Battlefield briefcase in their possession, it should be me. I'm just spitting facts, Rob. You were able to benefit from all the hard work that I did in that ring last night, and I'm not hating it. I would have done the same thing, but it's a matter of fairness, Robbie, which is why I think it's only fair that you give me the first crack at that Battlefield briefcase. So, Robert, I suggest you do the right thing. Otherwise, we might have to pursue a different route. And when MJF says that, Bobby Lashley drops the microphone and grabs MJF by the collar and tosses him into the turnbuckle. MJF is practically begging for Bobby Lashley to let off, but then Lashley is attacked from behind by Baron Corbin. Together, Corbin and MJF begin putting the boots to Lashley. Eventually, MJF instructs Corbin to finish it, and that's when Corbin drops Lashley with the end of days. MJF picks up a microphone. I see you chose the different route option. That's fine with me. Perfectly fine, Bob. If you're not willing to give me a fair and honest match, I'll just take it from you. MJF picks up the briefcase and he stares at it intensely and he looks at Bobby Lashley and he begins speaking again. Of course, I'm sure you'll have a change of heart when you come to your senses. Corbin picks Lashley up and MJF cracks Lashley over the skull with the briefcase, and MJF and Baron Corbin leave the ring together. So we have an alliance. MJF going after Bobby Lashley in that Battlefield briefcase, and he did it with the assistance of Corbin. So, Saucin, you chose Bayley. Who are you picking for your male wrestler? Because you put Daniel Bryan back on the free agency, and Bryan was picked up by, who's our new buddy? I got to pull Shane. Daniel Bryan is now played by Shane 619. Key, you missed your whole segment, man. I did a whole segment for you, buddy. So that takes us, we go to a commercial break after that attack, and that takes us into our, yes, and you're feuding with Bobby Lashley. We have our main event now, Triple H versus Jeff Hardy. Remember, Triple H wants revenge on Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy cost him the title match against, yeah, I'm taking them off, though. I'm taking them off. They're both taken. Nat Geo messaged me and said he wanted to keep John Cena, and Daniel Bryan got picked up. So Daniel Bryan is portrayed by Shane 619. I got to import his record, though, don't I? Or can I just slide him in? Oh, I don't. I can just put him right here. You want The Rock? But I can rewatch the whole thing later. It was pretty. I want you to rate it. Once you watch it, I want you to give me your personal opinion and rating. And how about MJF and Corbin just going to work on Bobby Lashley? The MJF wants that briefcase. He thinks he deserves a shot at the Battlefield briefcase. Let me get JBL. And Triple H, you know Triple H not happy with Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, the newest member of Disrespected No More. Well, not the newest. Jeff Hardy was revealed as a new member of Disrespected No More on Shockwave when he helped Cedric Alexander retain over Triple H. And there's Cyber Wolf. What's going on, Wolf man? How you living? John Bradshaw Layfield. Your name is super easy to remember. I keep wanting to say who's playing JBL, and then I'm like, oh, it's John Bradfield. It's John Bradfield. I can't talk. It's John Bradshaw Layfield. Okay, so Cruz and Wade Barrett are going to be called Bad News and Cruz. I'm down for them being a tag team. That totally works for me. Wallet's been missing since Sunday. God, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I know how that feels. I lost my wallet at work once upon a time, and I was stressed to the max. And don't forget, so we're going to pretend that all members of Disrespected No More except Great Muta are at ringside. And that's because Ted DiBiase bought managerial licenses for all of them. So Triple H is surrounded. Triple H is going to have eyes in the back of his head. Triple H is going to have eyes. He's going to have eyes in the back of his head in this match. All right, so he wants The Rock. All right, let me take these guys off the list. So Daniel Bryan's gone. John Cena's gone.
And here comes the charismatic Enigma.
Yeah, he's out of there. And The Rock is gone. Man, you better have some good plans for The Rock. King of Pro, what's going on, man? King of Pro hung out. Dude, that stream on Sunday went late as hell. I apologize, guys. And there's Ted DiBiase at Jeff Hardy's corner. There's Drew McIntyre. There's Tyler Bate. There's Cedric Alexander. Triple H is going to be in a lot of trouble here tonight. And Jeff Hardy just having fun still. Jeff Hardy, a member of Disrespected No More. Oh no.
He's almost ended his career on many occasions, but he still lives for the moment.
And Jeff Hardy did not have a single win in the 2020 season of NGW. He's looking to change that. He's looking to change things here. 2021. He's got Disrespected No More in his side. He's got 4 or 5 of the most elite people in NGW, if not the entire pro wrestling world. But that man, look at Triple H's face. That man wants a piece of Jeff Hardy after Jeff Hardy cost him the championship. And Hardy running with the forearm that drops Triple H. Jeff Hardy going for an immediate pin. Triple H kicks out at 1. The crowd chanting for Triple H. And there's a strike. And there's a DDT. Look at Drew McIntyre. Look at Cedric Alexander. Look at Tyler Bate circling the ring like sharks. They have manager's license. They were bought by Ted DiBiase. And we got to do something about this. Ted DiBiase just able to pay for whatever he wants, able to buy his way into anything. He was able to buy ringside, the ringside appearances for the entire Disrespected More contingent, sans the Great Muta. And they told Triple H that if he even thinks about stepping out of line, they will get involved. And I'll tell you what, you know Razor and Sean, they don't have manager's licenses. They're not able to get to the ring. You know they're watching from the back. You know they have Triple H's back. And a face buster from the top rope from Jeff Hardy. Hardy's just really bringing it to Triple H tonight. And how about MJF attacking Bobby Lashley? Wanting that Battlefield briefcase. He cracked him over the skull with that briefcase. We'll have a medical update for you sometime as soon as we hear something back. MJF is already making his presence known in NGW. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of his behavior. I'm not a fan of what he did. I don't condone it. And Baron Corbin at his side. That's going to be a deadly alliance. Speaking of deadly alliances, though, you want to talk about deadly alliance, you're looking at the most deadly, Disrespected No More. Nah, we're not doing that. Hey, T-Zilla88 has joined the Bad Guy Club. As just a member of the club, you receive a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. So thank you for joining the Baddest Club on Twitch TV. And remember to stay bad, because being bad is fun. You know how long he'll be gone for? We'll just do a couple of weeks. He definitely won't be on next week. These next 2 Shockwaves. And look at Triple H, just the cerebral assassin chopping Jeff Hardy. And Tyler Bate getting on the apron, and Triple H just goes after him, and Bate gets off the apron. Triple H on the top rope, and he's able to get a knee. And an elbow from Jeff. That distraction from Tyler Bate was just enough to get Jeff Hardy back into this match. Float over crucifix bomb. Triple H. Yeah, Witch Doctor, I already know where I'm going to go with this so far. That would be a cool idea if Triple H was a heel. But he's a babyface. Jeff Hardy's the heel in this match. Jeff Hardy's got a 2 count. Triple H kicks out. You have to think as soon as this match ends, you know what's going to happen. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil it. You know what's going to happen. As soon as this match ends, win, lose, or draw, the rest of Disrespected No More is going to get in that ring, and they're going to go right after Triple H. And you know Razor and Michaels have to be somewhere in the back, close by, so that when things go down, they can hit ringside. And if you didn't hear the story coming out of Battlefield Japan was that there was a big brawl at Budokan Hall between these 2 factions. And the Japanese police had to get involved, and a couple of the men were escorted out of the building in handcuffs. No one sent to jail, no press is charged, but they had to be escorted out of the building in handcuffs. Do you know Matt Riddle eats McGriddles? Is that something that they're doing? Is he saying weird stuff like that? Triple H really on the defensive here. Jeff Hardy looking really good, but he runs into a spine buster. All spine on the pine from Triple H. And Triple H got the leg hook. He goes for a pin. Jeff Hardy kicks out at 2. So I have seen some of the RK Bro stuff. Jeff Hardy getting back to his feet. Triple H, he's got the hooks. There's a pedigree. Triple H picks him back up. He wants more. Wait a minute. Jeff Hardy, though, rolling through, drop toe hold. Triple H hits the canvas face. I like how he hits his face on the canvas instead of his head starts bleeding. Jawbreaker from Jeff Hardy. Forearm from Jeff Hardy that knocks Triple H to the canvas. Jeff Hardy just able to withstand a pedigree. How impressive is that? And a missile drop kick from Jeff. And Jeff looking to climb. Jeff on the top ropes. What is Jeff doing here? Moonsault from Jeff Hardy. He gets all of it. And he goes for the pin. Triple H kicks out at 2. Triple H kicks out at 2. And Jeff with the kick to the midsection block. Elbow from Triple H. Another spine buster just dropping Jeff to the canvas. And Triple H, blood on his head. He goes for the cover. No, Jeff Hardy kicks out at 2. Triple H just continues the work, continues the assault on Jeff Hardy. Hardy having to roll out. Snapmare from Jeff Hardy. Hardy with a beautiful, I don't know what is that called? Someone give me that move. There's our boy Craig O'Mac. Jeff Hardy kick to the midsection, twist of fate. Drops Triple H and goes for an immediate cover. And Jeff Hardy picks up his first win. The win of the 2021 season. How impressive did Jeff Hardy look? And of course, here is what goes down. Let me edit my stats. There is no handshaking. There is no handshaking from Jeff Hardy. No handshaking here. Jeff finally got a win. No handshake. We're ignoring that because we got some stuff to pick up on. We got some stuff to pick up on. So Jeff Hardy wins the match, and he wins the match with the assistance of Disrespected No More. After the pinfall's made, Drew McIntyre, Tyler Bate, and Cedric Alexander, they get on the apron and they get in the ring and they stand side by side with Jeff Hardy and they start stalking Triple H. Michaels and Razor Ramon hit the ring and they get in the ring and they start throwing punches with Disrespected No More. Disrespected No More starts throwing punches back. We have a brawl and they're fighting everywhere. And Disrespected No More, they get the advantage. But then from the crowd comes Kenny Omega, and Omega drops Drew McIntyre with the V-trigger, and then he drops Jeff Hardy with the Snapdragon suplex, and then another V-trigger on Tyler Bate. And Kenny Omega, he has his sights set on Ted DiBiase, and DiBiase sees it. DiBiase takes off up the ramp, and Kenny Omega chases after him. Meanwhile, the Clique and Disrespected No More continue to brawl, and Shockwave goes off the air.